Hello, Marije. So today we are going to cook dry beans in an electric pressure cooker. As we discussed last time, this outside part is dry. That has to be really remembered. You have to wipe this one before putting it inside. So this is about 1 kilogram of dry beans or slightly more. So we shall pour this side. Okay, and then we shall close up the electric pressure cooker and seal. Okay, make sure that the steam release valve is set to the steam, where you seal it, you seal the steam in. And then we are going to measure the power used or the units used using this kilowatt meter. Right now it is indicating 0.05 kilowatt hours. Okay, those are the units of electricity. So at the end we shall see how much this one has used, the pressure cooker, and really see that the pressure cooker uses very little electricity. So we are going to plug the electric pressure cooker cable. Its cross-sectional area, the conductor inside, is 0.75 millimeter squared, and we're going to plug this into an extension cable whose cross-section area inside is 2.5 millimeter squared. It's far bigger than that of the pressure cooker cable, so it is safe. If you put in an extension cable, the normal extension cables for TV, for laptops, those ones, their cross-section area is almost the same as for the pressure cooker, so you cannot plug your pressure cooker into those. Your sockets will burn. But this one, it is much bigger. The cross-sectional area is much bigger, so it can withstand all the heat that will be coming in through the cable. So we press the button for beans. The default time is 30 minutes, but we are going to increase that to around 45. And that's it. And then we press the start button. So this is it basically. One thing to note is that cooking with electricity or e-cooking doesn't have to require you to have a fancy kitchen. I'm doing this on the dining table. This appliance is very portable. Even you can put it in your sitting room or even bedroom if you wish to. But it's very portable. You can plug into the socket directly. But now here the cable is a bit too short. It can't reach the socket directly. So let me go and be doing some other stuff, and we wait for it to cook. When it has finished the cooking part, it will sound an alarm when the set time is up. And then another thing to note is it doesn't start the countdown right away. As you can see, it is still going round in circles. Your pressure cooker might have a different screen or user control. For some other models, it may just be lines, like going up and down. But this one is going in circles. But basically, it's that phase where the pressure is still building up inside. When it has reached the set pressure, then the countdown will start when the right temperature and pressure have been reached inside. You don't need to really pay any more attention to it. Just let it do its thing and do your other things. Okay, so let's wait for that time and see how much electricity it has used afterwards. So time is almost up, just 1 minute remaining, and you can see the button that's lighting, it's the one for beans. When the time is done, it will automatically switch to warm mode. This will shift from here to here. And if I had gone away somewhere and I wasn't around, switch off when the time is up, it will still okay. It will just go to warm mode and keep the food warm. Yes, so the time is up. This is now the one lighting, warm mode. And yeah, we want to make lunch, so we'll just cancel and switch off and unplug. Of course, now we are going to measure the amount of electricity used. And let me just unplug this. So it's been in use for like 22 minutes, okay, when the whole electric pressure cooker was on. It's taken slightly over an hour from the time we switched on to the time now, accounting for the cooking time, the building up of pressure and everything. But this thing switches itself on and off, like it has a thermostat, like how you have a flat iron, and it keeps switching itself on off, to maintain the temperature you've set. So it's the same thing with this. It's not like it's on all the time. It's on when the temperature is high enough, it switches off. When it goes low, it comes up again. The same thing with pressure, it's controlling itself. So the total time it's been on, it's around 22 minutes, okay, the total time that this thing was on. And of course, our concern is on the power consumption. It's actually, remember that time we started, it was 0.05, okay, so now this is 0.5 units, okay, so 0.05 units, going by the current electricity tariffs. 1 unit inclusive of VAT costs around 900 shillings, but for simplicity we can round off to 1,000. Yeah, so the cost of this number of units, roughly half a unit, is around 500. Okay, yeah, 0.538 units in Ugandan shillings. It's around 0.5. No, sorry, it's about 500 shillings. But remember, the actual cost of the unit is 900. We are just rounding off to 1,000 for simplicity. So you can already see really how cheap this is to use. Okay, and while it was cooking, you don't tamper with it, just set it there and go and do your things. Okay, so yeah, this is a kilowatt meter. Whatever electricity, whichever appliance you want to measure, you will just plug into this and then to be able to give you the amount of electricity used. Now, the pressure, if we leave this alone, the pressure will, the electric pressure cooker will depressurize itself, okay, if we leave it alone, if we give it like 20 extra minutes, okay. But if we're in a hurry and maybe you want to cook quickly, you can just release the pressure valve. Actually, it should be just, yeah, but we're going to give it maybe some 5 minutes, because if I depressurize now, even some droplets of steam will start coming out. Right now the beans, the heat doesn't decrease instantaneously, so inside it's still boiling, okay. And if I release the pressure, even the droplets, some droplets will be coming out. So I'm going to give it like 5 minutes for the boiling to stop inside, and then I'll come and release the pressure, and then we'll check inside how the beans look like. Okay, so it's more than 5 minutes now. Well, let's say maybe 10 minutes. So now we can safely release without steam, without droplets, hot droplets also coming out with the steam. thing I forgot, you don't force it to open. You never force the lid to open. If it's not opening, it means the pressure inside is still high. So like now it won't open. It won't open. The lid, it won't. Yeah, because the pressure inside is still high. But when it is forced to open, that's when you get people's faces being burnt. The steam will just splash on your face. Okay, the hot soup or the hot steam. Yeah, so it's really very important for you to depressurize safely, and then afterwards you can open the lid safely. Okay, so yeah, all the steam is out. Yeah, this should now move. Yeah, it has done. It can now move. It is safe to open. Okay. Yeah. Okay. So this is that's how beans look like inside. Very nicely cooked. Okay, dry beans. Remember, there was no soaking or anything. Just boiling them live. And remember, as we saw from the meter, the kilowatt meter, it took around 0.5 units. And the cost of those units is around 500 Uganda shillings, or what's that in US cents? Just a minute. Let me check it out. What is 500 shillings in US cents? We are going to use an exchange rate of 3,700 Uganda shillings. So this is around 13 US cents. 13.5 US cents. Okay, so really this thing saves you time, saves you money, and it's very safe. As you can see, if you don't force it open, there are no chances of exploding. You only get in trouble when you try to force the lid to open when the pressure is still very high. And anybody who has done that, please, you know what happened. But now it's been opened safely, and it's safe to open, safely, no steam burning my face. So next, by the way, could also fry the beans directly in here. Like at the beginning, we could have decided to fry the beans straight away. This model, it has a saute button or fry button, and then you cook straight away. But here, usually we just boil, and then we take small portions over the coming days just to make a meal for a few people. And then now we are just going to remove the beans and cooking some other things. We can also fry them in here, but for that we're going to do something else because some other food is going to be cooked in here right now. Thank you for watching. Feel free to ask any questions in the comments. Thank you.